Welcome to this edition of Motor Trend. I'm Jim Scouten, and this is the new face of the Z28 for 1998. What do you think? Do you like it? Well, not everybody does, but after 4 years, it is time for a little freshening. Oh, there is one part of that freshening that I guarantee you're going to like. It's behind the grill, the new home of the Corvette's LS1. The styling update is from the A-pillars forward with an all-new clip and a more pulled-down hood flowing into the fascia. Wind-cheating composite headlamps are now on duty, similar to those on the new Malibu. The fog lamps are projector lenses, low and outside. There are no changes to the rear and no warnings that very few drivers can pass this car. That's because the new Z28 gets the heart of the C5 Corvette this year, the LS1, but without the Corvette's plastic trim covers, which isn't pretty. With all the plumbing and wires and lumpy cast rocker covers, this may be the ugliest small block Chevy's ever sold. There are two other things that don't make the transition from Vette to Camaro. The drive-by-wire computer-controlled throttle body in the Vette switches to cable control under this hood. And not all the Vette's horses are here either. 40 get lost in the transplant. But that still leaves 305 for pony car work, and that will do the job. The 98 brings 20 more horses to the party over last year, and there's more torque, too. 335 foot-pounds. Without traction control, the Goodyears don't have a chance. But hook up and run 0 to 60 in an awesome 5.3 and a quarter mile of 13.8 at 102 miles per hour. That is just half a second slower to 60 than the donor car, the C5 with its 345 horses. And the Z28 stops almost as well as the Vette, thanks to bigger discs all around and a new anti-lock system, 120 feet, 60 to 0. On the skid pad, understeer is still the order of the day. You'd expect that with 56% of the weight on the front tires. But the Goodyears hang on to record 0.83 Gs in steady running. It's the slalom runs that show improvement due to revised shock rates that both smooth the ride and raise the speed slightly through the 600-foot course of cones. The shock treatment works, making the Z28 even more of a handler with minimal body roll, but at the same time improving the ride characteristics for daily driving comfort. Neat trick for a car still limited by a live rear axle. In convertible form, you've got power assist to drop the top without working up a sweat. Inside, the back seats are for kids. Like always, it's the front buckets that are intended for adults. The 6-speed shifter is still the size of a cue ball, and the Speedo will report your Montana interstate runs to 155 miles per hour. But that's the outer limits of a car that is even more inviting now as a daily driver. With a convertible, it's a constant invitation to slip out of work early for a sunny day run on the back roads. And you're likely to start checking maps to see where you could drive for your vacation, getting 27 miles per gallon on the highway if you keep your foot out of it, thanks to the transplant of the Corvette's fuel-efficient LS1 that Chevy says you don't have to pay for.
Well, you're going to get 305 horsepower versus last year's 285 for the same money. No increase for engine.
That has to go down as one of the all-time performance deals of the century for a car that's quicker than anything you care to name from our muscle car past. And yes, quicker than anything you can buy this year from Ford. Base price for the coupe, $20,470. The convertible starts at $7,000 more, but our loaded tester still came in just under $30,000. It adds up to the same bargain it always has been. The Z28 still performs almost like a Vette for about $15,000 less. It's just that the new LS1 now means the Goodyears on both cars are even more likely to go up in smoke. For this edition of Motor Trend, for all of us here, I'm Jim Scouten. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.